Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome all to our panel that we're going to discuss in it a very important topic to all of us in cybersecurity community, empowering and inspiring our women in cyber. Why is it very important to discuss such topic? Why is this amazing ladies, women that has been leaders in groups around the world is keen to tackle and share their perspectives with all of us, inspiring us, giving us hope, and also some cheat sheets to all of us in order for us to empower more ladies, attract, and build capabilities to make our society more safe and secure. Having the statistics showing us from 11% increasing to 24% of women in cybersecurity as a workforce is very promising. And all of our groups of women in cybersecurity around the world are very much keen to increase these percentages. With us today, we have an elite of women leaders of cybersecurity groups around the world who will be sharing their perspectives in this highly important topic. I would love to introduce them to your good self, and we'll start with all our ladies here. So please, will you introduce yourself? Linda?
Hello, everyone. I'm Linda Dolceamore. I'm the Director of Leadership Development for the Executive Women's Forum. So happy to be with you today.
Thank you so much. Ambareen?
Hi, everyone. My name is Ambareen Siraj, and I'm a professor of computer science at Tennessee Tech University in USA, and I'm also the founding director of our cybersecurity education research and outreach center here at Tech. And I guess Reem invited me because I'm also the founder of Women in Cybersecurity organization.
Always a pleasure to have you, Ambareen. Mary? Sorry for
Hey,
waking you
everybody.
very early this morning.
That's okay. It's worth it.
Thank you.
Good morning, everybody from Las Vegas. Mary Galloway here. By day, I am a customer success architect for Palo Alto. Start that Monday. But I was invited here to as the representative for Women's Society of CyberJutsu, a nonprofit. I'm the CEO and a founding board member.
Excellent to have you, Mary. Thank you so much. Magda?
Hello, good morning, good afternoon. I'm very happy to be here. So Magda Chelly, I'm based in Singapore. I needed to check my bio because I wasn't sure anymore what I'm doing currently. No, this was just a joke. So I'm leading cyber consultancy for Marsh Asia, and I am as well co-founded a cybersecurity company called Responsible Cyber, which is valued at the moment at 7 million Singapore dollars. And as well, I am the founder of Women of Security Singapore chapter, which actually I initiated as a small group in Singapore in 2015. And now it became really a group of more than 400 female cybersecurity professionals. So here I am, and I'm very happy to be here with you all today.
Thank you so much, Mary. These numbers are music to my ears. Let them grow, let them gather, and let us all support them together. Ladies, collecting you from all around the world, waking some of you very early, and we're so sorry for that. But as Mary said, it's worth it. What are your views? Why is it so important we're all of us gathering from different parts of the world discussing why is it very important to empower our ladies in cybersecurity? I'm very much keen to hear your perspective, and let's hear it from Linda.
Thanks, Reem. So first, there's numerous studies that show the lack of talent in the cyber workforce across really the entire globe. We really need to engage women and have a diverse workforce to meet the needs of the public-private sector, as well as all the government agencies. Diversity is strength. And so having different perspectives, backgrounds, mindsets, challenges, privileges, worldviews, political affiliations, all around the same table to solve complex problems, I think is just really a guaranteed formula for success. And also, if you're thinking about a career in cyber, please know not all cyber jobs require deep technical knowledge. The second thing I think why this is so important is because study after study shows that when women are fully empowered and engaged, all of society benefits. So empowering women ensures we successfully take on the enormous challenges, not just confronting cybersecurity, but frankly, our entire world. So empowering women is all of our collective opportunity. And I really think, regardless of what title we have or where we live or what our conditions are, we all have some opportunity to move the needle forward. I know each one of us has unique talents and gifts, and when given the opportunity to use those talents, we can make valuable contributions and really flourish in our lives and in our careers.
Very true. Flourishing by looking and embracing these talents. Your views, Ambareen, on that, please.
So, I could not have said better what Linda just said about diversity aspect of it. To me, it's more of a pipeline problem because, of course, we are all talking about this. Everyone knows that we need tremendous number of people going into cyber career to meet the needs of the world, not just our respective nation. And in STEM workforce, half of them are women. So if you want to broaden pipeline in cyber, if you want more people in cyber, you cannot but leave that group alone. You have to recruit from that half of STEM workforce. So increasing more women in cyber works towards solving the pipeline problem in cyber.
Brilliant, brilliant insight. Thank you so much, Ambareen. Mary, to you, why is it very important?
So for me, I like to challenge the status quo, right? It's been the same thing over and over again, trying to get different results, and it's not working. So it's important that we bring in more women, more diversity, those different thought processes, those different ways of handling issues. And so that's why I think all of us here do what we do, because we want to see the women that are capable of doing this, do this, be successful, and help change the security of organizations and help build and grow these companies. And it's fun, like to see when you're talking to women and you're educating them and training them and mentoring them. It's just really fun to see that light bulb go off, or to see that they get it, or that something that we're doing is changing their life. And that's why it's important.
Thank you so much. And as you said, having the diversity of perspectives will always add sugar to the and the last secret
Exactly.
recipe into making the perfect combination. And Magda, your thoughts where you have the other side of the world. Why do you think it's important to empower the ladies there in Singapore and Far East Asia?
I do think, Reem, that everything that was mentioned by the amazing ladies that we have here is absolutely extremely critical. Now, from my perspective, what I can add as well, which I believe is extremely important, is 2 points. The first one, I would look at the future professionals, the future girls who are trying to get and choose what they want to do in their lives. I want them to look and say, oh, I saw Mary, she's amazing. I want to be like her. Or I have seen Linda, wow, amazing leader. I'm aspiring to be like her. And I have seen Ambareen, and I am really looking forward to do the same. This is what I would like diversity to bring, diversity of as well dreams and aspiration for the young girls. That's the first point. The second point, which I think is very important by doing this kind of talks and general, discussions about diversity points, is to empower women to move on into the corporate ladder. We are talking about diversity in general, but there is a point and statistics showing that women stay in middle management or lower roles rather than taking leadership positions. And I do believe that we need to push them further because they are able to do that. But instead of saying, oh, I will go for it, they will say, oh, maybe I just need to learn more. Maybe I need to improve more. So instead of that, we just, need to give a little bit more positive push and just say it. You can do it. And just get the right support, mentorship, and try it. If you don't try it, you will never do it. So I think diversity is important as well to get practical results at the end and really make a change. And like Mary said, we have been doing things all the time, again and again, but that things do not change. There is a reason for that. Maybe because we lacked a little bit more practical actions and really saying exactly what needs to be done for the change to happen.
I believe Magda and all you ladies have really nailed it when you have highlighted the importance of that. And actually, numbers never lie. When we have 43% of the challenges being seen and witnessed by the ladies, 43% says that these challenges in cybersecurity, in addition to the technical challenges in that, they lack the awareness of the career path. They don't know which career path to tackle. And also 23% lack of role models, as Magda has mentioned, and they are not aware of the role models that have been through success stories. Having role models will always share these motivation factors in order for them to lead. Other aspects of discrimination in career. So a percentage saying that we have almost a high percentage of women expressing that they are witnessing, and we had heard stories of discrimination. With challenges comes opportunities. With challenges, there's always ways to overcome them. I would love to hear these, let's say, insights on how to overcome these challenges, because every challenge, there's a hidden opportunity and a success story that can come out of that if being dealt properly. Maris, your thoughts, please.
So it's going to be a difficult path, right? Nothing's ever easy, and something that's worth it's not going to be easy. I know I've been in the industry for probably like 11 or 12 years now, and I'm typically the only woman on a team. I'm typically the only minority woman on the team. And so it's difficult to navigate that. I don't have the role models, but I don't let that stop me from being successful, right? I find the folks that are in the office that I can talk to, that I can lean on, that I can find, solace in, that's going to help me be successful. And then if I can't do that at work, I do it outside of work. These ladies are awesome, so I may start coming to them and say, hey, I need some I need some advice on something. But the biggest thing is having a network of people that you can come to, you can talk to, you can bounce ideas off, so you don't feel so alone, and so that you don't feel like you can't be successful in this. Because I almost didn't stay in the industry when I first started. I almost left because it was just like, you know what, I don't want to deal with this. And so once I found my space and my tribe and my crew, I was like, okay, I can do this. I got to stay, because there's going to be folks coming behind me that are going to need that motivation to stay as well.
Amazing. My tribe and my crew, once I have found them, I was able to stay. This is a very amazing personal story where you told, being a cyber ninja, would never imagine that you would leave us. So thank God for this tribe and this network that has been supporting you. And Magda, what's your thought on these challenges, how to overcome them?
Well, first of all, I think, Reem, what's really important to understand is that challenges will always be there. And Mary mentioned, you don't have something that comes in to you very easily. That would be a little bit strange. Usually, the good thing take time and take a lot of effort. But now, when it comes to cybersecurity and being a female professional in the field, well, you will unfortunately still have certain comments, remarks, eventually even find yourself in toxic environment. It's like, for example, true stories. I get someone telling me, oh, but you are not a middle-aged man with gray hair, and you tell me that you can do that? True story, in front, in my face. So things happen. And then what do you do with that? Either you laugh about it, you continue your path, you do what you know you do well, or either you think about it, for weeks, and you find, oh, but I will not do it because someone randomly thinks so. So I would definitely think that, again, the challenges will happen. But what is very important, what I noticed as well in certain situations where especially younger female professionals in the field, they found themselves in a non-constructive environment, and they stayed there and they tried to win a battle that wasn't winnable. So I would definitely advise that there are amazing people. There are amazing male allies as well that can mentor you. If you find yourself in a place that doesn't value you, leave. That's my advice. Just leave, because there are other places that will support you, will help you, will let you, develop your career opportunities. You don't need to stay in a place that doesn't support you as a professional. Now, it doesn't mean that the other place will be perfect. You might find still people thinking like, oh, but you're not a man, but still, you might find a better place. So, again, don't get yourself into a toxic environment. Move on and find the place that will deserve you.
Magda and Mary has highlighted the importance of having a support network, and also which we'll be tackling. And before going to that, I would love to touch something that I've been actually still searching for the right answer, although I believe I know it, but I would love also to hear the insights as well. The myth of balancing between us as women who have their social life, who have their commitments, families, friends, and being a CISO, or playing a leader role in the cybersecurity field, which tackles all the other aspects of burden, being 24/7 CISO and being 24/7 mom. Is there ever a balance? Is there any rightful combination or equation where we can really have that peace of mind that we did not we won't feel guilty of leaving our kids and their ceremony of graduation because we have an incident on site? Is it okay to be with our kids where there's an incident? Where's the right balance? Is there ever a right balance? Linda, your thoughts?
Well, I don't personally use the word balance because I don't know that you can ever actually strike a balance. At the EWF, we talk about integration of work and life, and we really try to look at people holistically. I think everybody makes the decisions that are right for them in that moment, in terms of what's the priority, what's the immediate need. We all, as women, wear many different hats. We carry huge responsibilities on our shoulders, both professionally, personally, our roles in our family, as caretakers, as parents. So I always look at the word integration, right? How do we integrate all the aspects of ourselves in order to be our best selves? And also in the context of that, how do we take care of ourselves so that we can be our best selves? How do we refuel ourselves, replenish ourselves so that we can show up at our best? Things will keep coming at us. And I think it's just really important that we understand what we each need to flourish, and give ourselves breaks when something comes up at work and we need to deal with it while we're with our family, and vice versa. And hopefully we all work in understanding environments, where we have that opportunity to set the priorities and execute on the priorities, whether it's work or family in that moment. And hopefully we're all also giving ourselves a break, because none of us are perfect. Perfectionism is an elusive thing. The ball keeps moving. So hopefully we just give ourselves a break. We're kind to ourselves, and we really just look at ourselves with loving kindness with each moment, knowing that we're doing the best we can.
I love that, by giving ourselves a break and be kind to ourselves. I think this is very crucial for us to be, because we're very much caring about being empathetic leaders with our own members and forgetting ourselves. And this may be because the way we are wired. Your thoughts on that, Ambareen? Is there really a balance or integration? Which one you would call it?
I actually don't look at it from the word balance. Kind of like Linda said, integration, to me, I view it as a song. And sometimes my, work has high notes in it, and then my family gets low note, but my family gets again high note, and work has low note. But the main thing is, I'm not in this by myself. My family accepts me not just as a mom or a wife, but as a working mom or a working wife. Okay. Just like I do my husband, not just as a husband, but a working husband. And my kids, my family, my parents, we are all in this together. So if it's a song, they're my chorus, they're my support system, they're playing music with me. So we are all in this together. And, sometimes, one gets priority, but, as mom, your kids always come first, your family comes first. But, we find ways to make it all work together. Because of that, the key is acceptance, how your family, your support system views you as. And if they accept you as a working professional and they're proud of that, then everything, works well. And sometimes they need help in understanding that. And that's where you come in. Our own confidence, our own strength comes in to make our family understand that this is who I am.
Amazing. Defining it as a song, making it a musical to my ears, as well as giving them the chance to explain to them how crucial it is to be in that role. However, as you said, as moms, family always comes first. So we really need to tell them that if things goes wrong, remember that you will always be my number
Yes.
one. I believe this is the most important message.
200%. Yes.
Exactly.
If there was a choice, then they come first. But it doesn't
Exactly.
have to be a choice.
Yes, integration is the secret, right, Linda?
Yes.
Excellent. Magda, do you have something to share it about on that aspect?
Yeah, thank you, Reem. I just wanted to say, like, if you want to have a balance with around cybersecurity incident with your family, you just convert your husband into cybersecurity and teach your kids to hack. Believe me, it works. You will just keep them very busy.
Speaking of which, my youngest, who is almost like my shadow at home, she has named herself the Queen of Hackers. So maybe she'll be your favorite, Mari and Magda, our two M's. She's naming herself the Queen of Hackers, and she moves around the house as bragging about it. So yes, I believe we need to do that, and we need also to teach them the way. One time I shared with my kids the interactive map of the attacks between the whole world, and they were like cheering up as if they're looking at Barcelona and Real Madrid, and say, yeah, they're attacking that country, and yes, this country is beating them. I said, it's not a football soccer, it's like systems and cyber attacks. But maybe giving them some sense of that, and knowing that cyber attacks impacts, this will also make them understand the seriousness and criticality of that role. Any insight from your side, Maria, and any personal story on that balance?
So I don't have kids, but I do have a husband. And at one point, I didn't have a balance. I was just constantly working. And then I said to myself, you know what? If I die tomorrow, somebody else will replace me and finish doing the job. And that's when I realized, I was like, you know what? I got to take that time off. So I started to not work on weekends. Like, I don't do any work with regular work, nonprofit, side business, nothing on the weekends. And that's how I'm able to keep myself sane and keep that balance. But I love the fact that you guys mentioned the integration versus balance. That's an interesting concept, and it makes it sound less bad. I feel like when you say you have to balance stuff, it's like something's going to choose. You have to choose, and you don't always have to choose, right? You just have to know how to bring this stuff together and work together with all the moving parts. So yeah, and I drink a lot of wine. That helps.
I believe, Linda, you have given us the comfort piece in our own souls when you said integration. We are now feeling less guilty when it comes to do that balancing challenge. Having, as many of you have already shared of that, the support network, the tribe, your people, what's the importance of having that in getting you going? Mary has shared with us some snaps and even teasers of this question of saying, I almost left, but because of finding my tribe, I'm here today. And she's an amazing cybersecurity professional who's adding everyday support, knowledge, above and beyond. So what is the important and what type of these networks that can really relate to us and help women in this very challenging field? Linda.
Well, first, the need to connect is really the most powerful force than any other for humans in the universe. So really, I encourage, each one of us should have some kind of a supportive network or a community like Women in Cyber Middle East, or even the Executive Women's Forum, which is really a safe place where all women are welcome to connect, learn, and advance. Our community should be a place where we share common experiences and challenges and brainstorm, how we move beyond them. At the EWF, we're created a community where women can be their authentic self, visualize their highest self, find their voice and their belief in themselves. But I would also say, in addition to having a community, I would encourage everyone to consider having a personal board of advisors. Just like a company has a board of advisors. So this is kind of a diverse mix of trusted advisors you engage throughout your career, in order to support you, to vet ideas, and help you realize your career and your life aspirations. Many of us have mentors, advisors, advocates, coaches, but I really encourage everyone to seek out diverse people who can give you perspective, encouragement, confidence, to stand up and stand out. And I think you'll also find there's an incredible amount of people in the tech space who really want to support underrepresented women and minorities' success. So I encourage everyone to start thinking about maybe 5 people who you respect, who have positive intent toward you, that you can invite to be an advisor for you, when you're making decisions or weighing options, somebody who can really be in your corner, give you a diverse perspective, to step out of the little box that we all live in and think beyond that so you can really reach your highest self. But support is essential. Community is essential. We can't be alone, feeling like we're alone. We need people to stand beside us in order to take steps forward together.
Amazing. The cheerleader, the sponsor, and also the supporter. I believe these are very important roles that we needed them in our lives, and having diverse people to provide this support and this type of connecting, this is very important. I have been mentored by even males mentors who has been giving me great insights into becoming who I am from career-wise. Ambareen, what are your thoughts on having the support network and the aspects of these as well?
As everyone is saying, that's the most important piece, is the community and support network. And I know others are speaking and will be speaking about their support network. And 8 years back, when I was, that was actually 15, 16 years back, when I was a grad student, there wasn't any support network for me. I was the only female student for my advisor. I was the only female student in cyber in our lab. So I always, longed that support network that wasn't there that many years ago. And then when I became professor, I saw the same thing again. I'm the only woman in class, or very few, 2, 3 other female students. And what bothered me most is, I love cybersecurity, and I know that there are so many careers and opportunities in cyber. Why wouldn't other girls be interested in this field? And I figured the main problem is they just don't know about this. When they grow up in schools, no one talks about cybersecurity. Their counselors or teachers don't tell them, hey, you can go into cybersecurity following this path. When they go to college, very few colleges back then had even any cybersecurity program. So that's why I created this community of women in cybersecurity, or WiCSME. And the goal was to show women that there are others like them, that they can be like this amazing woman in this network. And there are so many careers, opportunities, role models, mentors in this community. So over 8 years, I think we are, now that we are a nonprofit organization, we have around 6,000 members around the globe. We have 115 student chapters in 115 colleges. We have around 30 professional affiliates. So these are all about, reaching out to community where they are. So organically, so that, students or professionals, they can find someone in their geographic region to talk to. I mean, not everything has to be remote. So I guess my advice would be take advantage of these networks, like, Women in CyberJutsu, the one that Magda has in Singapore, EWF, WiCSME, and there are other like them. There are few others that I can name easily. Belong to at least one, if not all of them. It doesn't take a lot to belong to all of them. And I'm sure you'll find different strength in every one of them. And they're going to support you as much as you can. And if you don't find a network that you want to belong to, create your own. Do your own thing. No one is going to stop you. So be an advocate for yourself, belong to a tribe. You're not alone. There are so many people out there who are there to be with you, support you.
Amazing, Ambareen. I believe us being present here from different women groups, showing our ladies and our audience here that uniting our efforts to really build that network, as you have said, can go global. It's now borderless. We can reach out to everyone. We are there, all of us, all our groups are there, having one main objective: empowering, inspiring, telling them they can make it, they don't have to leave. We are here as living examples, wives, mothers, and even rising stars. All of us is making it through this challenge. So it's true, we are not perfect, but we're still there, and we're making success stories, and so they can. Having this really wonderful and insightful conversation, I would really love to hear it from Mary. What is the golden cheat sheets or takeaways that you would love to give it to our to everyone in our cybersecurity field, and how to be empowered?
The golden rule: never give up. Right? It's going to be hard. You're going to have these challenges, like we mentioned. There's going to be days where you just want to throw in the towel. You can't, right? Because there's somebody coming behind you that's looking to you to help show them this is okay for you to be here. So my biggest thing is just never give up.
Excellent. Never give up. Magda, never give up. And
Well, I would say wanted to give a practical example, and I think I'm focusing more about the ally part. So I give you an example that has been actually written in several books and several articles about a woman getting into a board meeting and then mentioning something, an idea, but no one would actually say that idea is great. But then she goes to another meeting, she mentions the idea to a group of male professionals, and then one of the male professional immediately after her speech say, yeah, that's great. And then it becomes a great idea and everyone actually supports her. So give yourself the chance to have that one person that will support you in these critical situations where you need to prove yourself. It will help you to prove a point, it will help you to talk about an idea and get the right approvals when it comes to a bigger support. So talk with that particular ally. If it's a male colleague, that's perfect. Before a meeting, for example, share some information. Of course, it needs to be someone who you trust, right? Not someone who's going to steal your idea, but that's again the challenges. And then use that as a support and encouragement to slowly evolve in your career. And Mary said, don't give up. I will say, don't stop. Move on that ladder, because you can do it, and you can become the better version of yourself as a security professional.
oh my God, I'm being motivated already. I want to conquer now the world and become above the CISO role now. It's really, really inspiring. And these takeaways from such experience, ladies, is really golden ones. Ambreen, what's your thoughts on the main golden takeaways for our ladies and our audience as a whole to be empowered?
I would say, first and foremost, respect yourself. Be an advocate for yourself. Don't think of yourself as a woman in cybersecurity. Think of yourself as a cybersecurity professional who happens to be a woman. There is no difference between you or men. Physiologically, we are not anywhere less than our counterparts. It's all up in our head. So if you don't respect yourself, others won't respect you. You have to see yourself as equal, and you have to teach people around you to see you as equal. People around you don't have to always empower you or support you. All they have to do is not be in your way. And as you move on, that's it.
Excellent. Oh, thank you so much, Ambareen. Linda, we
Well,
love
I
the
would
integration part. So what other golden tips do you have for us?
you're setting a high bar here, Reem.
Yes.
I would say two key takeaways, right? First, find an organization that purposefully creates an empowering environment, one that's inclusive, that actively seeks to hire women and supports them advancing, at the highest levels. And second, I would say, and most important, the word empowerment means to give power. No one gives me power except myself. And I personally don't give my power away to anyone or anything. So in order to empower ourselves, we have to be aware of how we either speak power to ourselves or defeat in ourselves. We all have about 50 to 60,000 thoughts a day. 80% of those thoughts are negative, and many of those negative thoughts are negative toward ourselves. So we all must first be aware of how we either empower or disempower ourselves with our self-talk. And I'm going to just really encourage everyone to really be aware, become your biggest cheerleader, be the hero of your own journey, put on your cape and fly to live an empowered and fulfilling life.
That's amazing. We all have our capes. I believe in doing what we do, what we are, and being here. I believe all of us is wearing their capes into inspiring other ladies. As you have all have said, and you have all have shared, you have inspired me myself to pursue and to keep what I'm doing. Yes, as Mary have said, sometimes we want to just live and live normal lives, but it's fun to live this life. It's fun to see our women and you receive these feedback saying, I never knew about cyber. Now I'm very much interested to join it. This really makes and draws a big smile on our hearts, knowing that somewhere, in some country, in some home, there's a rising star who's very much interested to join the cybersecurity and raise her talent just because of you ladies and what you're inspiring them. Thank you so much. And we would love to conclude this wonderful and insightful panel with these golden takeaways that our ladies have shared with us. We thank you, ladies, from all over the world and from the deepest of our heart of Women Cybersecurity Middle East for joining us and for enriching our panel with your insightful and thoughtful perspectives. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining us. Be well, empowered, and be secure. Thank you.
Thank you.